Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Goon Intelligence Sports Podcast Show. I know I haven't been here in a while. I know y'all like, man, where in the hell you been at? Man, I've been working. I've been busy. The Saints ain't been really making no moves, so there's no reason for me to get on this YouTube yapping. I don't necessarily like to do rumors and innuendo and mock drafts and whatnot. I take that back. I like to do some mock drafts. I'm gonna be doing that in the upcoming future, but it's just I just took a little break while the Saints took a little break because honestly, Saints ain't really been doing anything this past couple of weeks. Yeah, we signed Brandon Cooks, but is that really newsworthy? No. But today, there's been a bit of news that came across my desk today that I had to get on this YouTube and say something about. So if this is your first time watching me, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm on my way to, I think a little bit over 1,100 subscribers. I'm trying to work my way to 1,200. So if you can hit that subscribe button, it'll help out a lot. To everybody that has seen me around and has introduced themselves to me saying, hey, man, I watch you on YouTube. I appreciate you all. There was a guy last week that we had the Algiers Charter Gala, and he introduced himself to me. I didn't get your name, and I kind of apologize for that, but he let me know that he watched me on YouTube, and so I appreciate all the support from everybody. But today, the news has come across, breaking news, about Derek Lemon Carr, or should I call him Lemon Aid? Because he's going to need a bit of aid. Look, first and foremost, let me get this out the way because people like to twist your words up and put words in your mouth and say stuff that you ain't said, that you don't have no idea how it got, they saying you said it. I want to be clear, crystal clear. I never, ever want to see a player get injured. Ever. I do not take injuries for jokes. Derek Carr being hurt about his shoulder. Today has been breaking news that he has a shoulder injury. And I'm trying to figure out how you get a shoulder injury. But that's neither here nor there. I'm going to get to the crux of it. But let's go to the ESPN article that has been written by a Catherine. I'm sorry, Katrine. Look, y'all apologize. These glasses, I'm getting used to them. Catherine Terrell from ESPN wrote today that Saints quarterback Derek Carr has a shoulder injury that could put his status for the 2025 season in jeopardy, according to multiple reports Friday. The Saints are scheduled to begin their offseason training program Monday. The injury now puts Carr attendance in question as the team begins its first 2025 preparations under new coach Kellen Moore. Carr has not played a game since he broke several bones in his non-throwing hand in Week 14 matchup against the New York Giants. Y'all remember he thought he was Michael Vick and decided to dive over a crowd of people and came down on his non-throwing hand and broke bones in it. And then the Saints played games the last 3-4 weeks of the season talking about he still may play, he may not play. Y'all remember. I went off about that. I went off about Derek Carr doing that because he is the best quarterback the Saints have. And that's kind of my problem with him because we see how he plays and he's not that good, but we don't have anybody better. So why do that to your team when you was still kind of on the brink of the playoffs and you go out and do that? So I don't want to see him get hurt, get injured. But anyway, let's continue. He missed 7 games total in 2024 due to oblique and hand injuries, and the Saints started Spencer Rattler and Jake Hare in his place. Carr last dealt with a shoulder injury in 2023 when he sprained his AC joint at the beginning of the season, but he did not miss any games. Carr has 2 years remaining on the contract he signed in 2023, but a source told ESPN's Jeremy Fowler that he was open to testing the market early in the offseason. The Saints ended up restructuring his contract instead, effectively tying him to the team through the 2025 season. Yeah, I remember that video I made about that. The Saints hold the 9th pick in this month's NFL draft and have 4 quarterbacks on the roster: Carr, Hare, Rattler, and Ben DiNucci. They currently have about $27 million in cap space available if they wanted to sign another quarterback. This is my problem. Why in the absolute hell did we restructure this guy's contract if he has a shoulder injury? Did he not tell anybody his shoulder was hurting? Huh? Because if he didn't, can we void the contract for fraud and really get his ass out of here? Or did Mickey Loomis know about the injury and now it's being reported because they don't necessarily have a choice, because questions was going to start being answered as to why Derek Carr isn't at the offseason training program under new head coach Kellen Moore. People was going to start asking questions. So is this the Saints getting out in front of everybody? Trying to, hey, yeah. Let's get in front of this and spin the narrative. A shoulder injury, and he's contemplating surgery. So he could miss the entire season. Why did we restructure this guy's contract? Next year, Derek Carr will count $59 million against the cap, and he's supposedly not even going to be here next year. Supposedly, because $59 million, he was $50 million against this cap. $59 million next year? At what point do we stop kicking the can down the road? Because I can see me sitting here next year in 2026 saying the same damn thing I'm saying now. Get Derek Carr out of my city. Bro, I was prepared to suck, and we're going to suck this year. We're going to do that with Carr or without. But I just can't imagine what the hell is Mickey Loomis thinking about. I know it's easy to give somebody else's money away. Would Mickey be making better decisions if it were him footing the bill? Is Gail Benson that rich? Now, I understand there's a cap to the amount of money you can spend, but ultimately it's still her money. The NFL don't give the Saints the cap, the $250 million or so, however much it is to spend on their team. That don't come out the NFL pocket. That comes out the owner's pocket. It just doesn't make any sense. I'm trying to wrap my head around it and figure out why they just giving this money away. Give it to me, man. You ain't gonna get no return on the investment anyway. Give it to me. I want to be a millionaire. Man, whatever you need me to do, man. You want me to get out there and cut the grounds with scissors. Give me $50 million. When you give me $50 million, I'll be the employee of the century. You understand me? Whatever it is you need, no diddy now. No, don't do that to me. But anything other than that, man, I got you, man. What you need, man? You need me to walk to get the lunch? No problem. Consider it done. What do you need, man? You need me to fill all the cars with gasoline? Make sure all of them running? What you need me to do, man? You need me to scrub the building? Don't pressure wash it. Scrub it. Wax on. wax off? What? I got you, man. Just give me $50 million. You're giving it to that bum, and now he got a shoulder injury that he couldn't play before the shoulder injury. He damn sure ain't gonna be able to play after. He ain't no Andrew Brees. Oh my God, bro! You can't make this up. The Saints are a dumpster fire, and it doesn't matter who they bring in or what they do. If Mickey Loomis is somehow still running the show, it's going to be a dumpster fire. You got to get him out of the building. I don't understand how you can give someone, you converted this man's money into a signing bonus and basically gave him all his money up front. And then, but you had to extend the deal to do so. So yes, you were saying this is essentially your last season. And then I found out that he counts 50, like next year it's going to be $59 million against the cap. It's just ridiculous, man. It's just ridiculous at this point. And the rumor, the mock drafts with Shedeur possibly falling at 9, I tell you what, if that happens, that would be a blessing. It would be. It would be an absolute blessing. Now, I don't know who or what people are thinking when they say, no, not Shedeur, we don't want him. Yes, we do. We want him. He plays quarterback. His potential is through the roof, better than what Derek Carr has ever had. And with this news coming out, you better not pass up on a quarterback if he falls to you at 9. Who you going to take, Jackson Dart? Man, come on, man. Come on, man. Don't do that, man. Don't do that. Every year we go through the draft, there's always some kind of a come along that starts to get press, and they go to these workouts and they in shorts and t-shirt and they look great. But they can't play. Mitch Trubisky. I don't need to tell you passed up on Patrick Mahomes, and they passed up on, at the time, Deshaun Watson, who looked great until his sexual assault stuff. Now he washed. That 1 year off, he's washed. But Mitch Trubisky wasn't it then. Daniel Jones. I ain't got to tell you. Matt Jones. I ain't got to keep going. They had talent all around Mac Jones at Alabama. Everybody could play except him. If you put me at quarterback with that team at Alabama, I'll look like Johnny Unitas too. Then you put me to another team where I got to elevate the talent around me, and I can't do it. So Shedeur Sanders, absolutely, I seen Shedeur Sanders with my own eyes. And at the time, I wasn't wearing glasses when he was at Jackson State, but I seen him play. I seen him play on TV at Colorado. I see him be a Heisman quarterback candidate coming into this season. Now, it didn't work out. He didn't get the Heisman. His compadre did, his teammate did. But he can play. Shedeur can play. And then with Derek Carr with his arm, so man, if Shedeur is there at 9, do not pass up on him. And if you do pass up on him, it better be somebody like Ashton Genty. It better be somebody really, really, really good. Or I'm going to go on YouTube and I will not be held accountable for what I may do. This is sickening, man. Sickening, sickening, sickening. Derek Carr, whether he's playing or whether he's not, he's a goddamn boil on the Saints team's ass. Man, look, let me get off this thing before I say something that I may get put off for. But anyway, this has been another episode of the Goon Intelligence Sports Podcast Show. This has been my opinion on this situation. Derek Carr hurt, may miss the entire year, but this could possibly work out in our favor. I'm not happy about Derek Carr being hurt. I'm really pissed that Mickey Loomis probably knows about this injury and gave him the money anyway, which would lead to straight craziness if that is true. But I don't want to speculate. I'm going to wait till some more stuff come out. Derek Carr probably hurt his arm cutting down trees or something. Who knows, man? Who knows? But we'll see. Hey, I'm gonna get into some of these mock drafts and see what's going on. You know, see what the word around the water cooler is, and see who the Saints might take. The draft projections are heating up, and it's time for me to come off my sabbatical. So until next time, you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you decided to share with me today, and I appreciate you for that. Until next time, peace.